What if I told you an entire story, a whole political crisis, a serious warning, maybe even a peek into the future, could be hidden inside a single line of text? For this explainer, we're doing something a little different. Our entire source, it isn't a long report or a dense article. Nope, it's just this one single mysterious link. And we're going to unpack it together, piece by piece.
So this is it. This is the whole thing. At first glance, it looks like, well, junk, right? A boring redirect notice. Maybe just some kind of technical glitch. But trust me, packed inside this one little message is everything. There's a source, a date, key players, and even a whole story about a massive crisis. The real question is, how on earth is it telling us all that? Let's dive in and find out.
Okay, so to crack this thing open, we've got to start with the box it came in. Before we even get to the juicy stuff, the message inside, we need to ask a really basic question. What is a redirect notice anyway?
You know, it's actually pretty simple. Think of it like a digital signpost. It's just the internet saying, hey, you're leaving this page and we're sending you over to this other one. It's basically a bridge from point A to point B. But for us, for this little investigation, it's what's at the end of that bridge that has all the clues. All right, so we've got the container figured out. Now it's time to open it up and see what's inside. And that destination, that point B at the end of the signpost, well, it's this really long web address, a URL, and we're going to take it apart piece by piece. I know. It just looks like a total mess of letters and symbols, right? A jumble. But for what we're doing here, this is a gold mine. Seriously, every single part of this link, from the .com all the way to the very last word, it was put there on purpose. It's all telling us a story. Okay, let's look closer. First, the domain, aljazeera.com. That tells us who the publisher is. Simple enough. Then you've got the category, /news, /liveblog, / That's a big clue right there. A live blog means it's about something happening right now, something urgent. And then we get to the date. And this is where it gets weird. April 7th, 2026.
Wait, what? 2026? That's in the future. I mean, that one little detail changes everything. This isn't just a link to an old article anymore. It's a prediction, or maybe a warning about something that's supposed to happen. Suddenly, the stakes just got a whole lot higher. What could this link possibly be telling us about an event that hasn't even occurred?
Okay, so we have a when, a very strange when. Now let's figure out the what. That last big chunk of the URL, that's what tech folks call the slug. You can just think of it as the headline, but for computers. And this, my friends, is where the story really comes alive. So there it is. Every single word in here was chosen for a reason, for maximum impact. This isn't a sentence somebody wrote. It's like a super condensed packet of information. It's designed to tell you an entire story in just a few seconds. And, let's be honest, to make you want to click. Let's go through it, phrase by phrase. Right out of the gate, it hits you like a ton of bricks. Iran war live. Boom. Iran gives us the place, a major global player. War, I mean, you can't get more serious than that. That defines the crisis right there. And then live. That word just injects so much urgency. This isn't about something that happened yesterday. It's happening now. And then, a main character walks onto the stage. Trump warns. This phrase points to a specific political figure and puts them right in the middle of the action. And that word, warns, it sets a really serious tone, right? It sounds official, like a major announcement is being made. Next up, they add the emotional punch of devastating attacks. See how specific that is? They didn't just say attacks. They chose the word devastating for a reason, to make you feel something. It's language that's meant to signal really, really bad consequences and a ton of danger. And finally, we get the why. As deal deadline nears. This is the ticking clock. It gives the whole thing a sense of tension and a reason for why all this is happening. So think about it. In just a few hyphenated words, we have a whole story with characters, a setting, a crisis, and a deadline. All of it right there in the link before you even load the web page. Pretty incredible. So, what's the big takeaway here? Honestly, it's not really about some potential future conflict. The real story is what this one little link shows us about how information gets packaged and sent to us. It's like a perfect little lesson in how stories are built and sold to us online. And the cool thing is, this is a skill you can use every single day. It's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, identify the source. Who's talking? Just look at the .com. Step 2, analyze the language. What story are the words in the link actually telling you? And step 3, check the context. Look for things like dates or categories. It's super simple, but it's a really powerful way to understand what you're looking at online. And really, that's the big idea. A web link is almost never just an address. It's a story. It's a headline. It's a whole collection of clues, all wrapped up in one line of text. So the next time you're browsing and you're about to click on something, just take a second, pause, look at the link itself. Ask yourself, what story is this trying to tell me before I even get there? You might be surprised by the clues hiding in plain sight.